Hey guys, and welcome to another Point Blank tutorial. In this episode, instructor Chris Carter shows us how to use sidechain compression in Ableton Live 10. Enjoy.
We're going to take a look now at how to set up the sidechain function on a compressor, which is quite a simple thing to do, and then also look at a couple of simple examples of common ways that this technique can be used. So what I have to help us here is a very simple pattern which I've programmed. We've got a 909 kick drum, we've got some legato strings, and we've also got an organ bass which is playing a long sustained note, and the three of those things together sound like this. So what I'm going to do now is apply a compressor to the strings, and I'm going to control the amount of compression on the strings using my kick drum via a sidechain input. So firstly, I'm just going to select the strings channel and apply the compressor in this way. And we know from already having looked at the compressor that the way this normally works is to respond to an input level. And so what that means is that if I bring the threshold down, we'll see the gain reduction start to occur. But instead, this time I'm going to open up this tab and I'm going to enable this sidechain feature. When I do that, this field becomes available and we can now select our audio source, which is going to control the amount of compression. So in this case, I'm going to select 909 core kit. This is going to be our 4/4 kick drum. And when I press play now, clearly we can see the 909 kick drum happening here, but we're not seeing any gain reduction. And the reason for that is I'm going to need to adjust my threshold. The kick drum isn't reaching the threshold, and so we're not seeing or hearing any gain reduction or compression. But as I bring this threshold value down, so now we can see the gain reduction happening, but let's make this a little bit more obvious. Let's bring the threshold down quite far. So that's a very obvious pumping kind of effect, and let's just hear the strings by themselves now. So that's the result of our sidechain input. What I could do now is adjust my attack and release times so that this is changing the envelope of the sound that we can hear coming out of the compressor. So for instance, if I was to increase my release time, you can hear now that it's taking longer for the compressor to recover and for the level to come up to where it was before the kick drum caused the level to duck. And if I was to make that release time much shorter, it becomes more like a straightforward gating kind of effect. I could also adjust the attack time. Again, for relatively hard gated or smooth kinds of effects. So I'm just going to go back to something like this. And now let's try the same thing on the bass. So quite simply, I'm going to copy the compressor that we have on the strings. I'm going to apply that to the bass track, and we can see that it's copied it with the sidechain settings. But in this case, to make this a little bit more obvious, what I'm going to do is push up the ratio. And when I hear the three elements together now, so a very simple technique that works particularly well with 4/4 kick drums and legato sounds such as strings or sustained basses because of the simple rhythmic interplay between those elements. Let's take a look at another example now, and what we're going to do is use a sidechain to control an effect level. So I have a vocal ad-lib track here, and as you can see I'm just using a compressor just to gently compress the dynamic range. Oh no, no. So that's just compression used in the normal way. But what I'm also going to do is now send this to a bus, and on that bus I have a reverb plugin. Oh no, no. And let's say that we wanted to use quite a long reverb, so something which is really very long, maybe 10 seconds here. So we're going to be using this more as a special effect than a natural kind of reverb. And obviously what this will do now is have reverb which is covering all of the vocal. So every time we hear the vocal, it's going to be underneath a veil of reverb.
Oh no, no, baby, your love.
So in this situation, I quite like those long reverb tails, but I don't necessarily want to hear the reverb whilst the vocal itself is present. So what we're going to do is put a compressor on the reverb. I'm going to open up the sidechain input. And now, when I enable the sidechain, I'm going to use the vocal, which is this track here, to control the amount of gain reduction of the reverb. So let's just bring our threshold down.
Oh no, no.
So we can hear already that when the vocal fades away, we can hear the level of the reverb increasing, and when the vocal comes back, we're going to hear the reverb disappear again.
Oh no, no, baby, your love.
We can also hear a kind of stuttering effect there, and the reason for that is the short release on the compressor. So I'm just going to increase that time so that as the vocal fades away, we don't have this kind of chattering effect of the level of the reverb coming and going. So let's just try that one more time, and this should be smoother now.
Oh no, no, baby, your love.
So that seems to work quite well. We could try the same thing with a chain of effects. For instance, if I was to apply a filter delay, I'm going to put that at the start of the chain. I'm going to have the reverb happening afterwards. And let's just go for something reasonably extreme here. So I'm setting up quite a bit of feedback, and I'm just going to set up some slightly different rhythms on my 3 channels here.
Oh no, no, baby, your love.
So this is working fine. We might just think that the effect level is a little bit high, so all I need to do now is reduce the level of my return, and that should work.
Oh no, no, baby, your love.
So that's an example of a vocal controlling its own reverb and delay level via a sidechain input on a compressor.
That's it. I hope you guys learnt something today. If you guys want to learn more about music production or just want to check out some free online courses, samples, or other goodies, check out pointblankmusicschool.com.